Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Hope you're having a wonderful day and really staying safe out there. We're back continuing our light code series with these repeating numbers, and today is all about repeating number 2 vibration, why you keep seeing it. So if you've been seeing a lot of 2s just popping up in your life recently, this presentation for you. But please be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, and remember, along your path, our purpose and mission require learning life lessons and to gain experience and knowledge for our soul's growth. All right, so if you've been finding yourself doing the same thing over and over again for a while, not really getting the results that you've been seeking, right? You know, you've been seeing a little something popping up here and there, but nothing consistent, right? You got to change your routine, because you know, a lot of information has been, you know, people have been hoarding information, right? And it kind of slows people down. So what, in my experience, you know, change your routine and change the information, okay, that you consume each and every day. But you have to be intentional with your growth, okay? And that's what it's all about. I guess that's why I keep circling this word growth in that period, okay? But you have to change your routine, you know, change your input spiritually, mentally, emotionally, for a better output. Okay, and share your knowledge and wisdom along your path as well, because you can help other people that are going through similar issues that, you know, that you experiencing right now or have experienced, and that way they can kind of skip levels, you know what I'm saying? They can see the bigger picture of the whole situation. And remember, you know, to have that alignment, your thoughts, your belief, words, emotion, and actions always going to equal your reality and your results. And the reason why you know, we all having these different experiences right now. We seeing these different synchronistic events, light codes, downloads, angel numbers, you name it. You know, we getting all kind of messages from the universe, from our spiritual team, and it's time for, you know, the frequency and vibration to, you know, to rise up, to raise up on the planet, right? You know, it's time to increase this frequency and vibration, and it's time to help people get more awareness, you know, gain more awareness, knowledge of self, self-discovery, right? And that's what it's all about. So, you know, with that being said, from the, you know, as above, so below, you know, like I mentioned numerous times, and we're at that point in our life, we're all going through changes, our diets, our daily routine, we're losing some friends, right? And one thing in particular, our critical thinking skills are coming online with the activation of that pineal gland, right? That pineal gland activation, we asking a lot more questions like, who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And what am I supposed to do? Or how can I chip in to the grand scheme of things, right? And that's what it's all about. All right, we here to do great things. Okay, if somebody tell you otherwise, they lying to you. Okay. All right, so but today is all about this, you know, repeat number 2. So when you see these numbers, you know, in my experience, guys, and this is just surface level, and remember, there's no cookie cutter recipe to these numbers. Trust your own intuition. Build a relationship with these numbers. These are entities. Okay, each number has its own attributes, characteristics, and, you know, it will help guide you along your path. Okay, so again, build a relationship with these numbers. Okay, if you don't think they're gonna work for you, it won't work. Okay, it's just that simple. But remember, on the surface level, when you seeing these number 2s, right, it's just reminding you to have faith, trust, and courage as your prayers are really manifesting in your life right now, even if it's not that obvious just yet. But the key word here, guys, with this number 2 is always about patience and balance. All right, may be needed, but, you know, you may rest assured that all will turn out to the highest good for you. All right, but in the meantime, don't stop what you're doing. Continue planting great seeds, using that cause and effect, right? So don't waste a day. Each day you should know, like, hey, as soon as I open my eyes, I meditate or whatever, I connect with myself, with source, figure out what, you know, have a plan for the day, and I take action. And that's what each and every one of us should do. All right, and each day, you know, using that cause and effect, right, you're gonna compound, you're gonna get bigger, you're gonna get stronger, wiser, right? But in the meantime, keep up the great work that you're doing. That's what this number 2 is reminding you, okay? So even though things may not be working out just yet, but in the meantime, keep planting seeds. Everything's gonna work out for the highest good for you, okay? But keep up the great work. And remember, guys, this is your hero's journey. I'm just here to remind you of your own greatness. You're a reflection of me in a different time and space. And I'm just letting you know, hey, you're on the right path. You know, your spirit led you to this presentation at this moment in time. You're doing the right thing, okay? So these numbers just remind you, like, hey, these are just your alarm, your subconscious trigger, letting you know from your spiritual team within yourself, not outside of you, okay? Everything is within. And it's just letting you know, like, hey, you know, you got help, man. You're not doing this by yourself, okay? So you know that there's more to life than what you've been told, and you ready to, you know, really take on your hero's journey and do what you need to do and follow your life path and soul mission, right? And so you've been receiving help again, and here I am. I'm here to, you know, share my knowledge and experience with you, share my mistakes and the tools I use to avoid a lot of mistakes, right? And, you know, to help me kind of skip levels too by use of these 7 Hermetic Principles. So by using these 7 Hermetic Principles, you'll be able to really get a bird's eye view of what's going on. But at the same time frame, you still need to put in some work, okay? So you can really, you know, gain that experience and really understand and understand, like, hey, it's part of the process. It's all about transformation and atonement, but you're not going to get swept away like everybody else, you know, like Simon says, right? You know, put your hand on your eye, put your hand down, right? No, you're not doing that. All right, using these 7 Hermetic Principles. It's all about transformation each and every day. So if you're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, it's not gonna happen, okay? So you gotta change your style. That what led you to this presentation, and here we are. But with these 7 Hermetic Principles, you know, we'll be able to see that the masses of people, they're gonna get really carried along, obedient to the environment, right? The wills and desires of others stronger than themselves, heredity, suggestion, and other outward causes moving them about like pawns on the chessboard of life, right? But the masters like us, because we use these 7 Hermetic Principles, we rise to the plane above, right? Because we're getting a bird's eye view of everything. And by doing that, we get to dominate our moods, characters, qualities, and powers, as well as our environment that surrounds us, and become movers instead of pawns, because we exercise our free will of choice. We don't have to participate. You know, we do our own thing for the greater good, right? And that's what it's all about. So let's talk about this number 2 so I can get you guys out of here, okay? But when it comes to this number 2, you know, there are many adjectives, but, you know, just to name a few. You got kindness, you got balance, right? Justice, selfishness. You know, you also have the subconscious, consideration, endurance, insight, ambitious, spirituality, loving, understanding, grace, devotion, right? And, you know, the key phrase, right, is that divine life purpose and soul mission. Just really having trust in that divine life purpose and soul mission. But when you really see this number 2 vibration again, it's all about the energy of balance, diplomacy, that sensitivity, intuition, and emotion. Now 2 is very loving, harmonious vibration, as you know already, right? Very intuitive and emotional, and it is a number of tolerance, endurance, and consideration. And the essence of the number 2 is balance of the yin and yang energies, right? Because remember, when we're dealing with these numbers or anything in life, it's all about polarities. There's a good and a not so good side of everything, okay? If you want to call it that, you know, it just depends on where you're at on the scale, right? But when you see in this reoccurring number, angel number 2, it's pretty much a message again. You know, really trust, you know, and courage. Have faith, trust, and courage as your prayers are really manifesting, like I mentioned to you before, even if it's not obvious yet. But really just have patience and knowing that everything is going to work out for the greater good for you, okay? Now, the essence of that master number 22, because you guys see that 22, it's a sign of, you know, an unlimited potential of mastery in all, you know, mastery in any and all areas, you know, the spiritual, the physical, emotional, and mental, okay? Now the number 22 has to do with balance, manifesting miracles and new opportunities, okay? Because you giving birth to, you know, when I see that 22, oh, they let me know, like, hey, Chris, you giving birth to some stuff. You dropping some gems, okay? And I have fun with this thing, okay? Have fun, okay? Remember that. Now, when this angel number 22 repeat in your life, you are asked to really take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all the areas in your life, because, you know, it's a process. You can't rush the process. The same day you plant the seed isn't the same day you eat the fruit, if that makes sense, okay? Now, the message is to keep the faith, stand strong in your personal truth. Now, the message with this angel number 222 is that everything will really turn out for the best in the long term. Now, don't put your energies into negativity, okay? Now, be aware that all is being worked out by the spirit for the highest good of all the people or parties involved, okay? That's why you're seeing that number. And repeat number 222 is also reminding you that, you know, to keep up the good work you've been doing. Because, you know, it's evidence that your manifestation are really coming to fruition. I mean, people are seeing it. You see it. Okay, pat yourself on the back. So when you see that, pat yourself on the back, 222. And then 2222 is an indication that your newly planted seed. Remember, when you're giving birth with that 22, right? And, you know, these newly planted ideas are really beginning to take form and grow into reality for you. Now, your manifestation will soon be evident, so maintain a positive attitude and continue with your good work. Keep holding positive thoughts, continue positively affirming, keeping keep up with your visualizations, okay? Let me slow down. And the reaping of your rewards are just ahead of you, okay? So, at the end of the day, just keep planting seed each and every day. Be intentional with your personal growth. Be intentional with your, you know, with knowledge of self and knowing your spirit. Get in tune with your spirit. Tune into yourself, okay? It will take you far. And, you know, this is all about this repeating 2 vibration. So, again, have faith, trust, and courage. Things are working out for you, even if it's not obvious yet. And remember, guys, our purpose and mission require learning life lessons to gain experience and knowledge for our soul's growth. Don't do the same thing over and over again. Switch up your style, okay? Share your knowledge and wisdom with people along your path, okay? And your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and action are always going to equal your reality and your results. Okay, guys? But we'll be back with repeating number 3 in our next presentation. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you, okay? But until next time, do I have anything else? I don't have anything else, but we'll be back with the repeat number 3, 4. We'll finish things up all the way through 9, and then we'll start talking about some other synchronistic events that could possibly, you know, that I know it'll help you out along your path as well, okay? But again, guys, this is Chris with food for your thoughts. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.